Hi Christine, really good seeing you last week. Nice to do a little bit of work on the driver swing and try and eke out this nice kind of low draw. So swing wise I thought it's pretty decent, good going. Just keep a little bit of an eye on the length of the backswing, more so with the fairway woods than the driver. Don't mind it so much with the driver. And the two sensations that I'm really trying to get you to change with the driver, number one is trying to close the club face down, and we use the back of the left hand to do it. So you can see as you're working in to strike the ball, in this position the club face is pointing quite a bit out to the right. So of course it takes a lot of closing before you get to the ball essentially. So try and feel in this position, use the back of the left hand as I was saying about bowing the left wrist. That will close the club face down, so at this position it'll be pointing more towards the ball, and then we're combining that with the sensation of, rather than hitting essentially from out and across the top of the ball, I want you to get the feeling that you're hitting much more, so from this position, hitting much more from the inside out of the golf ball. So you feel as if you're going to hit the ball off towards the right, heading through the inside of the ball, but more importantly you'll also have the closeness of the club face, and that will really help to produce the low draw. Obviously there are a couple of key points with the chipping, and namely but because you've been so far away from the golf ball, you've had to get the club working too much on the inside, so too much kind of towards your right toe. And the feeling has to be, if you imagine you've stood up against a skirting board when you're chipping, but standing closer to the ball, and then keep the club working up and down the skirting board, and make sure when you take your practice swing that when you hit into the turf, you have to make sure that the turf would be getting hit after the ball, not before the ball. As long as you do those couple of things, that will improve your chipping no end. So obviously in terms of follow-up sessions, you know where I am, so see how you get on with the low draw, and if you see some benefit to your game, then feel free to get in touch.